And I'm just going to do a quick update on what I use for my photocard binder collection. I did change a few things, so I just wanted to add that in. So for regular size photocards, or at least the ones that fit like a regular 9-pocket page, I still use the same ones from Swan Sleeves, the 56 by 87 millimeters one. And I still really like how it fits the photocards here and just how it grips the photocard, so it doesn't like drop if I do that. Lately I've been double sleeving my photocards though, so what I use is actually Dragon Shield ones. I'm sure a lot of people use these. It's pretty common. It's the classic clear ones. I used to use this in the past, but I stopped using it because I thought it was like too big. But now that I changed the 9-pocket page that I use the side loading ones. I find that it fits really well on the side loading 9-pocket page, so I just use that for double sleeving. I also use this Dragon Shield for ones that are slightly bigger that doesn't fit the Swan Sleeves ones, like these luggage tag photocards from BTS World, as well as these earlier tour photocards that are smaller than like the regular size tour photocards that they started releasing since I believe like 2018. So like Begins and Hwayangana on Stage, also On Stage Epilogue, and the Wings tour photocards. For the more recent tour photocards that are this size, I use 3 different kinds. So I use this one, Swan Sleeves 74 by 105, the Paladin Sleeves Chronos 70 by 100 millimeters, and then this one from the brand Make Them Last 100 by 70 millimeters. There's no like cover for this, so they just like shipped it in like this little plastic bag, so I just labeled it like that. So these Swan Sleeves were actually really perfect for the Andy Jack sleeves that were made before 2020, because even though how they fit the photocards is a little bit bigger, how they fit the Andy Jack sleeves is like a perfect fit. Like it just like slides in there, and it's like a really good fit in that it doesn't slide off. Like it just stays in place forever. So I really like that. However, unfortunately, Andy Jack like made their sleeves for some reason shorter, or like the Cosmic Sleeves brand. It's like a few millimeters shorter now that they make, so this unfortunately doesn't fit the new version of the Cosmic Sleeves or Andy Jack sleeves anymore. So after that, I did some searching around and I found this kind of sleeve, Paladin Chronos, and it does fit the photocards pretty well. So this is a Paladin sleeve. As you can see, it fits the photocard pretty well. However, for like the Andy Jack sleeves, even the newer versions, it's a little bit more like loose fitting, so it does kind of fall off if you shake it rigorously like that. Unfortunately, since the last time I shared this, it got sold out and it hasn't been restocked since, I believe. I'm not sure, but I don't know when they're going to be restocked. So my friend Heaven suggested this brand. It's from Make Them Last. Unfortunately, it doesn't have like a little cover logo thing, but it's actually pretty darn similar to Chrono Sleeves, and you can find this on eBay. So comparison wise, this one is from Paladin Sleeves and then this one is from Make Them Last. As you can see, it's not that much difference. I think if you look pretty closely, the Make Them Last is a little bit more of a tighter snug, which to be quite honest, it doesn't really matter if you're putting them in a Cosmic sleeve like this because they're both going to fit pretty okay. But however, like I said earlier, if shake them vigorously, it's gonna fall off just like that. Since the Make Them Last one is a little bit more of a tighter fit, it actually fits these like 9-pocket sleeves from Japan a little bit better. So if you're using these kinds of sleeves, I think the Make Them Last brand is a really good fit for that. Thickness wise, all 3 sleeves are very thick. I would say this one is the thickest, and then this one is second, and then this one is third, but they're all quite thick sleeves. You can barely tell the difference of like which one is thicker or not, so I recommend all 3 of them. The next sleeves I use are this size sleeves, and I use them for different kinds of photocards. One of them is for Hwayangana Part 1, and since it's resealable, I can just adjust the size and seal it up like that. I also use it for 3x5 sized photocards like this. For broadcast photocards, I use this one from Make Them Last, 80 by 120. The next thing I use is this kind of sleeve. It's like made for currency sleeves, I believe, and I just use this for like cloud cards and things of this size that you can put in a 6-pocket sleeve. So what I do is I just put them in there and then I just fold it and tape it in the back. I don't know, I think that's like the easiest way for me. I haven't found like a perfect fit sleeve for this that I don't have to cut up or anything, so I just deal with this and I think it works fine. I use a bigger version of that. This is like the big currency sleeve holder, I believe it's called, and I just use this for School Love Affair. Again, I just do this and then I fold it over to make it fit better. Next thing are these Ultra Pro 4x6 soft sleeves, and I use them for pretty much everything that comes in 4x6. So like these Armipedia postcards and like all of like the photos and stuff like that. I also use 5x7 sized sleeves that are resealable like this. And I don't have an unused one right now because I ran out of them, but this is what I use for this size. For bigger items like these, like flyers and stuff, I use like a 6x9 sized like resealable one as well. For even bigger items, I just take like a random big sleeve that I can find as long as it's acid free, and I just use that, and then I just tape it on the back and make it fit better. As far as binders go, I usually just use like a 3-ring binder that's like, what do you call it? Is it like a D-ring that's like straight here so that the sleeves won't curve up? And as long as it's big and it's sturdy, that's pretty much all my requirement for it. I also use this thing here. It's called like a sheet lifter, and it's like a pretty sturdy thing like this, and it makes it easier for me to like flip the pages. For example, if I'm like on this page and I'm like done looking through my binder and I just want to flip through the first page, I just take the sheet lifter and then I just flip it like that, and it flips really easily. And I find that since this is like very sturdy and flat, it keeps my sleeves really flat as well. Like my photo card's flat and it doesn't like curve up here on the sides or anything like that. For tab divider things, I use the brand Avery, and I like this because it's just plain white, and also the length, this, or like the width, is like long enough so that even when I'm like have everything closed, I can still see like the labels and what I need to flip through, so that it's like just easy for me to go to that part of my binder if I ever want to add things. And since you can like take the label out easily, it's really easy to just like switch things around and rearrange my binder like that. For pocket pages, for 1 pocket sleeves, I just use Office Depot, the non-glare version. 2 pockets, I use the Cosmic Sleeves or Andy Jack ones for bigger size postcards. This kind of sleeve for 4x6 horizontal ones, I like how it's just like really cut up for 4x6 ones, so it just like it doesn't move around and stuff. I use the vertical 2 pocket page from Cosmic Sleeves or Andy Jack for 4x6 photo cards that are vertical like this, just because I prefer my photo cards to be facing me, so I like it arranged like this. And then this one that's specifically made for 5x7 sized photos. 3 pocket sleeves, I use this one from Cosmic Sleeves or Andy Jack, and I like to use them for smaller size postcards like this that are horizontally oriented so that it can face me. For pockets, I like to use these from Cosmic Sleeves. They fit like these little postcard things. But I also like to use these for like 3x5 sized or something like this, because it's like slimmer. It has like separations here on the side, so it keeps the photo cards in place better. And I also like to use the horizontal 4 pocket pages just for like slimmer photo cards like these IC stickers that I want to be oriented horizontally. I also use this one that fits 4x6 photo cards. Technically this is a 4 pocket because this is also a slot here, but I barely use it, only if there's like a really small photo card like those like luggage tag photo cards that are like really odd sized. I use it here, but I mostly use it for 4x6 photo cards that are like different orientation, like these ones are vertical and then this one's horizontal. 5 pocket pages, I barely use these, but there are some times where, you know, the orientation like fits perfectly a 5 pocket page where there's 2 verticals here and then 3 horizontals, so I just use it for that purpose. 6 pocket pages, this is the horizontal version from Cosmic Sleeves, and I just use this for Hwang and Part 1 photo cards, and also just like sometimes there are units where there's like 6 photo cards only. I use it for that. For example, I like to use this 6 pocket sleeve for this one since there's only 6 versions of these photo cards, and that way I can orient these like vertically and flip it, and then it like fits pretty well on the sleeves, and then these I can line up like that. And then the vertical version of the 6 pocket sleeve I use for like cloud cards, BangBangCon message cards, guest book photo cards from Fifth Muster, like things that are this size. And of course, 8 pocket sleeves from Cosmic Sleeves or Andy Jack. I think this is like their most famous type of 8 pocket sleeves because it fits the mini tour photo cards here. So I like to use it as well. Next is 9 pocket pages. These are like my new obsession. They're like the side loading 9 pocket ones, and I really like them. Like it really keeps everything in place here, especially for plasticky photo cards like the BTS World limited edition versions or like lucky draws. I find that those tend to slip out like this way easily if you have like top loading sleeves, but then ever since I started using them, these side loading ones, it's like all my problems have been solved. And also it's like really easy to put things in here. It stays in place and it fits like the dragon shield sleeves really well here. I also use these 9 pocket pages from Japan for tour photo cards that have like 9 items in them, and it fits pretty well like this. It's sticking out just a tiny bit here, maybe like a millimeter here on top, but so far for now I'm okay with it. And also the holes in there, In here, they fit like 4-ring binders or spiral binders, but I just punched random holes in here to make it fit my 3-ring binder. I use 10 pocket sleeves for Dark and Wild photo cards because there's 10 of them, and this is just from Office Depot. I also like to use this to store QR codes that I've accumulated within the past few years, just because I like keeping these around. It's nice, like memorabilia and like nostalgic ones, you know, keep tabs of what you've been buying. And lastly, I like to use this 20 pocket sleeve to store the ID photos from Season's Greetings, just because I like to line them up like this by members here and then by year, starting from 21, 20, 2018 here. So I put Hyungline here and then Mangyaline here in the back. And that's pretty much it for what I use for my binder collection. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.